Good morning and welcome to WKNI TV 25 Good News segment. And today we're blessed to have a wonderful lady here in our studio, and Miss Amy Jones. Miss Jones, thank you so much for coming. It's Mrs. Jones, but John don't mind.
It's Amy.
Yeah. John don't mind.
He does not mind.
Hey, man, I'll tell you what, you guys did an awesome job for Christmas.
Well, thank you.
They were our MCs during the Christmas parade for WKNI's coverage, and I continue to hear people talking about it.
Well, that's so kind. You're kind.
Yeah, so y'all did wonderful.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
And next year.
And absolutely, and you know, it's March. Can you believe that
Yeah.
3 months have passed practically since that
like
parade,
that.
and time is flying.
Well, it'd be 4 months because it was December 7th, I think it was the parade.
Exactly.
So here we are.
Exactly.
4 months
Here
later.
we are in March, and I can't believe it. And of course, we're staying busy here in the clerk's office. We're excited to
Well,
be this
remember,
far
we got
into
you
the year.
booked for next Christmas parade.
Hey, we'll make a note. We'll make a note.
But yeah, you're over there at the clerk. You are now our clerk, and congratulations on that. How long have you been in office now?
A year, January the 13th.
See? Golly, it
So
took us a year to get you here.
It took a year, but let me tell you, we have been busy. We've had to make plans and get things going in the clerk's office, and of course, you know, Roger Powell left it in wonderful shape.
Oh,
but
come on, tell the truth.
he did.
Come
he
on,
did.
he dressed up as the Grinch for Christmas for a reason.
And that was, you know, there could be no one better than Roger Powell to play the Grinch. And so, of course, we're appreciative to him for so many
He's a
different
great
things.
guy.
Oh, he's a great guy. Great guy.
Yeah, he's got so much talent. Have you ever seen his paintings?
No, it's wonderful paintings.
man.
Wonderful paintings. And if you haven't noticed, the courthouse painting over right across from our counter is just a
beautiful.
lovely, lovely painting that Roger drew, and we're proud of it.
We don't want to talk too good about him.
Well,
his head gets
now,
big.
Well, now, you know, I can't speak of Roger without speaking of all the ladies in my office.
Oh, yeah. You inherited a great asset.
Oh, Eddie, I knew that I would going in. But, you know, you have to be with somebody and work day by day and live with them to appreciate them.
Yeah.
And they are a blessing. They are wonderful in every respect.
They're very attentive. They're
They
very
are. They are.
kind to the people
They are.
that come up there. I come up there. Now, I've got one special one up there that's my buddy.
Right.
But she's my bowling buddy, Miss Debbie.
Well, yes, Debbie is special. She handles a lot of our juvenile cases. In fact, that's kind of her area of expertise. They all have their area.
I didn't know that. So
Pretty much. Well, now, having said that, that doesn't mean that they don't do other things.
Oh, okay.
Everybody is cross-trained. Everybody is capable of doing everything in that office. So we don't ever have a chance or an opportunity to not be able to serve, you know, the needs
Right.
of anybody that comes to the counter. So that's
very
that's a good
efficient.
thing.
Well, you don't stand at the counter long. There's somebody
Hopefully
always
not.
there.
And if you do, everybody is very patient and understanding that, you know, if there happen to be 10 folks at the counter, we're going to get to you, you know, just as fast as we can. We're not like some of these local places with one checkout. But
We won't mention
we
that.
won't mention that, but we do try to always, you know,
At the
get
peak
to
hours.
everybody.
At the peak hour. Oh,
Well,
that's another
we're
story.
not even going to go there.
That's
We don't
another
thank
story.
the Lord that we don't
Yeah.
have to go there,
Yeah.
you know, and we're just glad to be able to. We are public servants.
Oh, yes, you
You know,
are.
the citizens of Covington County, they're our boss, you know. They're my boss. And so I want everybody to be pleased, and if anybody has a suggestion or a comment, I welcome it. You know, I'm glad to make everything better. We've tried this year to do several different things. If you have any experience or contact with the clerk's office, you know that we have gone paperless. And so everything is being scanned in, real-time scanning. As soon as we get it, it's scanned in, it's there, and it's available to our judges, and they are all on board. They like it.
It speeds up a lot of the process.
It speeds up the process. It's good for civil. It's good for criminal. Of course, now, you know, we have our computers at the counter where we can accept our credit card and debit card payments.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. So you can come in and pay your traffic ticket. You can pay a lot of things online now. basically everything but restitution in criminal cases. That at this point in time is not being, credit and debit cannot be used for that. And there are reasons for that, but there is a bill out there now in the legislature that will open up more credit and debit card payments to the clerk's office. And that helps us, but it also helps the person that's paying, because there are times, when you need to use that card. And you don't want to avoid the late fees. I mean, it's just a good thing. So we're excited about that. And of course, we're still accepting passports. I had a lady to come in the other day and apply for a passport, and someone had told her, no, you can't go to Covington County because the post office doesn't accept it. You'll have to go to Montgomery, Houston. And we said, oh no, that's not true. We have always been the acceptance agent for passports, and we will continue to be. So, and that's just a service that we can offer, and you'll know where we are, and you can come and get your passport and not have to travel an hour and a half to get it. So that's a good thing.
Absolutely. Well, I know for the past year, Judge Roy Moore, when he came in to office, he, for monetary reasons, was shutting down your office for a day.
He issued an administrative order, and he required that every county in the state be closed all day on Wednesday. Now, in his order, he did say that the presiding judge could request a special exemption if they so chose to do so. And after talking with our judges, Judge McCathin, along with Judge Short and Judge McGuire, they decided to ask and apply for a special exemption so that we could keep our clerk's office open 5 days a week. We had to comply with that 8-hour closure. So they thought it best that we close on Wednesday and Thursday from 1 until 5. That's
Part
our 8
days,
hours.
right.
2 half days rather than 1 full day. And this is because we wanted to keep the clerk's office open.
Available to the community.
Available to the public from 8 every morning for 5 days a week. So we're open we're there every morning at 8 until 5, but for those 2 days, Wednesday and Thursday from 1 until 5. That way, if you have an emergency, if you have a public warrant, if you have a PFA, if you have business, if you're going to be in town doing your business and you want to come over to the courthouse and take care of anything there, if you want to go get your tag, but then you want to come over and pay or do something at our office, you can do that, and we're there for you. So we just felt like that was the best thing, and so far it's worked out well. And of course, the Chief Justice has still continued to close the offices. Now, let me say this. Just because we're closed doesn't mean we packed up and went home.
Oh, you're in the back. I hear you.
We're in the back. Nobody says a word. We're as quiet as church mice, but we are there working, and we are getting caught up on a monumental amount of paperwork.
Well, there's court still on Wednesdays, and Thursdays, so you still have to be up in the courtrooms providing the judges with the information.
And, if any law enforcement needs to come in and get a warrant, do whatever they need to do, they know they can, and our bailiffs know that if there's an emergency by a member of anybody, they can go there and say, look, I really need this, and they'll come and get us. So we are not closing ourselves to emergency situations.
You're closed, but you're available under extreme emergency circumstances.
Exactly.
And well, I'll tell you, you brought up the judges. We have been so blessed in this community. And now my heart's breaking because as the clock ticks away, Judge Trippy is retiring.
You're not the only one.
Oh, that breaks my heart.
Oh, we're just, Trippy is just such a part of our courthouse, and
he's
not
real.
only do we appreciate his legal ability and his knowledge and his very presence at the courthouse, but Trippy's just a fine fella.
He is. He's a good man.
And we just gonna miss him. it's going to be it's going to be an empty nest without Trippy.
Well,
I hate to say it. I don't really
I
like
like
to
that.
say it. But
that's
we are going to miss him.
yeah. He has done so much in that courthouse, as have all the other
They have.
judges.
They have.
But to know that you're losing part of the family because he has been part
And
of
it is
that
part
family.
of the family.
Yeah.
It is.
And-
He is a.
But he's
It's
smiling
very
though.
important.
He's
Oh,
looking
yeah.
forward to this.
He is, and you know,
Yeah.
he has the, in your life, things
Mm-hmm.
come along, and you think, I need to do this, and I want to do
Well, it's
this.
honorable what he's doing,
Right.
and I've talked to him, and family's first, and knowing that he's a family kind of person, he was in the right courtroom,
He was.
presiding over the right cases,
was.
and he proves it by what he's doing now, even more so, but one day we'll get him on here, hopefully before
I'm
he
sure you
leaves,
will.
and
I'm sure you will.
there is no replacing him. Whoever takes his place, I wish him well,
They're
because it's going to be
Big
tough.
shoes to fill.
Huge shoes, and then
But now we do have several qualified.
yes, no names have been
both.
thrown in the hat
Now,
yet.
Don't know of any
Yeah,
names
yeah.
really
I've been
out there.
throwing some, but
Right. Well, we're busy, so
Yeah.
we are down there doing what we need
I'm
to do.
trying to
and
get
we're
John
just trying-
Jones in there. So
Well, I'm telling you, that John is a mess.
Hey,
He's busy in his own right.
he's a
so
good man.
thank
You married a great guy.
I think I did.
You sure
I
did.
know I did. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind
did.
talking about him.
Well,
he's
thank you.
he's a very dedicated
He
public
is.
servant.
He
He's got a personality that is charming,
Thank you.
as you do.
Well,
and
you're
and
so kind.
you guys have been totally
Kind.
awesome with Teresa and I. Going back to the courthouse and get we talk family, but
Right.
Judge McCathin. I ran into him the other day over at
Wonderful.
David's Catfish, and we were standing there and talking. He was with former Judge Stokes, and that's a combination.
good-
But both
good
of them
man.
good Christian men.
They are.
And Judge McCathin is also considering vacating his seat over there. I don't like that. I mean, you get spoiled to what you got, and then it's just going to be a change over the next few years in that courthouse. But even at that level, you guys have changed so much inside with the paperless route that we're just, things change, times change, and I don't like some of the changes, but that's
Well, change is not always good. Change for change's sake. But when you have reasons and you have other opportunities, I think the Lord expects us to go on and make improvements in any ways that we can. And there are other things that both of those men can give to the community.
man.
Because, let's face it, they are in jobs that are extremely important, life-changing decisions are made there. And
Yeah.
they have done just wonderful jobs.
Well,
Both
I'm
of them,
proud
Judge
of-
McCathin continues to,
Yeah, well, Trippy is going to be not hardly, but hard missed. And I
Yeah,
just,
we've told him that he absolutely will have to come back to,
he's,
we can't have a function in clerk's office and not see Trippy
do you know what? I just came up with a
on
great
some
idea.
kind of consistent basis. What is that?
We need to have a bronze statue put out in front of the courthouse.
Oh, yeah, he would love it.
Well, he's going to commit me today. I can see that. But we've got 3 outstanding men over there that have done fantastic
We do.
jobs. And you took over a position there at the courthouse that Roger was there forever. I think he was there when they still stamped it out in stone with chisels.
Oh, well, Roger and I have both been working long enough to know that technology has really taken a different approach to the way we do things, and we're appreciative. If Roger were there today, he would be so thrilled. And
Wow.
I believe at the way things have gone, not necessarily our office, but statewide, in
Yeah.
our office as well. So that's a good thing, and it's a time saver. It's a really a
Well,
time
can
saver.
I go online and look up things now through the...
Well, what you can do, and we have a public access computer outside of our
Okay.
office, okay? And there is a website, Alicourt, www.alicourt.com. you can go there and you can look at what we call the unified judicial system, which is what we have implemented in Alabama. And Alabama, surprisingly, has been one of the model states for the unified judicial system. In other words, all counties are trying to get on some sort of uniform basis. Now, that's not to say that we are there yet,
Right.
but we are trying, you know. And every county might do a few things a little different, but you can go and look at alacourt.com, and when you go there, you will see the different forms, e-forms, electronically filed forms that you can
So you do the filing?
No, you can
No?
you download these forms.
Okay.
Civil, criminal, any kind of form that you find there, you can download, you can fill out. Some you can fill out online, but it doesn't save it. You have to print it out.
I got you.
Then we have to file it. You have to be an attorney to go on to Alacourt and e-file.
Now-
But you can be a pro se, represent yourself individual, and we file that. Of course, there are still those usual filing fees, but it's there for you to look at and to inform yourself.
So you can actually go online now and look up civil cases and,
Yes, you
and
can.
criminal
Anything
cases?
that you can look it up as a public record if it is
Okay.
now if it's an active case and still going on, you may have issues there if you are not a party
Gotcha.
to the action. But
What do you see?
there's just nuances there, and every
Right.
questions that really I can't give you a general this is the way it is answer.
You don't see this technology, I know there's 4 ladies up front, and then there's you in the back, and I think
There's 4 ladies in the front, there are 2 ladies in the center, and then we have some staff that just scans and helps to do just day-to-day work that we can't get done
so you
throughout the day.
got, what, an office of 8 or?
7 to 8,
7 to
depending
8.
on.
So you don't see any of this high-tech stuff removing any of them out of any positions anytime
Oh,
in the
no,
future?
no. The situation there is that there is as much work, if not more work, because e-filing allows the attorneys, the judges to get the work out quicker, so
Right.
that in a paper file where we have to, physically write it in, stamp it. I mean, there's just a lot of things. Actually, the technology has speeded up, so we have more work. But what I am fortunate in Covington County is to have been able to keep everybody that I have in my office.
'Cause that's been some of the concerns.
Oh, the larger counties have lost several folks because of the budget, and the money is just not there. And I know we all get so tired of hearing the money is not there.
Mike
Where
Jones
is
was
the
just
money?
here yesterday saying the budget is even bad this year.
Oh,
so.
it's bad. I hate to say it, but it's bad. You have to be thankful in small things and in all things, not for all things, but in all things. Well, the Chief Justice, 24 million was budgeted in 13, or actually 12, for the unified judicial system, which is us. And that's the whole state. That's
Right.
everybody, everything, not just Covington, of course, us. But the Chief Justice went on and asked for an additional $8.5 million just to put us where we need to be, just to break even. And that was a conditional appropriation that they asked for, conditioned on revenues coming in.
Right.
But we did not receive that. Less than half of that was appropriated. So yes, it's going to be a lean year.
Now,
It's
finally-
going to be some lean years, and I don't know how it's going to play out in the end, but I account for every penny. I'm accountable for every penny. I want to be, and I am. But I keep every little acorn that I can to keep
You got to.
my office open, because, when the clerk's office shuts down, the courthouse shuts down.
That's right.
And those ladies are valuable, and every one of them is necessary for you and me and Teresa and all of Covington County.
Do you see, I know there's been talk and there's been some increase in some of the filing fees.
Yes.
as trying to supplement some of these
The court costs have been increased. Bail bonds, we now have the $35 front-end bail bond fee, which my office gets a small percentage of. And, all of these court cost fees, the back-end bail bond fee, which is on the amount of your case and your judgment, which not to exceed a set limit, because you've got to be mindful of everybody in these type situations. But it's just like a pie, and that pie is doled out
A lot of people don't know
across
that.
the state.
Yep.
It's not just coming into your Covington County clerk's office. It's going to state agencies across the state.
Yep.
It's going to your sheriff's office, your district attorney, the circuit clerk's office. That helps us, and that's necessary, and we're thankful for it. But it's a pie, and the pie continues to be cut in smaller
More and
pieces,
more.
and there's less and less pie.
Well, money
for
happens
us.
to be a great pie because
It is.
everybody wants some.
Everybody wants some. You don't refuse it,
Well,
you need it to
So over the
operate.
next year, what do you see happening over in your office?
Well, we are updating our computers now through the state. That's something that they're doing for us, and that's this week. So we're hoping to get that a little more
no more
efficiency.
green monochrome computers?
No more of that. We're just, we have had so many that are refurbished, and that they have been to have a site survey to see what they can do for Covington County to help us, and to go upstairs and help the judges' assistants and the,
Now, Roger used to have a big filing cabinet that he'd have to sit there and roll it upstairs.
I don't have that. I'm paperless.
I was going to say, because
I
that...
just go into my computer now, and I can pull up and print anything.
Uh-huh. See, Roger, what happens?
Well, that has not been, it was mandated in civil, so they were paperless before Roger left. It's yet to be mandated in criminal, but
You're on it.
it's a situation where we had to get on, others were, and
It
it's
makes
just
sense.
been beneficial.
Well, you are responsible for every piece of paper that is filed in a case.
And we have to buy those file folders and all that paper. It's not cheap.
Right.
That's a savings.
So that's another
to
benefit
us.
of going paperless and having less funds in that pie being
Right.
split, going
Right.
elsewhere.
Exactly.
But, well, it's really a great pleasure to go over there and talk with the
thank you.
ladies. And you're always available.
We are.
You are. I'm saying, when I call over there and I speak to Miss Amy, and hold on a second, and boom, you don't mind answering the phone. They don't
Oh,
even
no.
ask who you are. You
Right.
know?
No, it
And-
doesn't matter.
Right.
If you need to talk with us, if you need to talk with me, I'm there. No, we don't screen calls. There's none of that going on. We don't need to.
Well,
So.
you guys are doing an awesome job
Thank
over
you,
there.
Eddie.
Those ladies are just fabulous.
Thank you. I think so.
And I mean, I know they're on tight budgets, but you couldn't pay those ladies enough to do what they've
Right.
got to go through. There's some not happy people that come up there, and I've seen
Well,
that.
and you can understand that.
Yes, I can.
And we understand that. And we want to help them in any way that we can.
Well,
And my ladies, it's true. We have been, we are state employees. We are not county employees.
Right.
The circuit clerks, in fact, when the roads were closed, we were there,
Oh, were you?
on Friday.
oh, wow, I
When
didn't
the
know
ice,
that.
and actually we had court on Saturday morning. We
Yeah, I
had a
remember that.
trial.
There was a trial going on over the weekend,
We
and
did.
I was like,
It needed to be done, and of course what we could do to help, we did. I was there, but what I need to just thank my ladies. I need to
Wow.
thank everybody, but I need to especially thank my ladies for the wonderful job that they do, and I couldn't do it without them.
they're wonderful, and there's not one unhappy. We talked about it yesterday briefly during, I was actually in your position yesterday, and I got interviewed, and that's first time ever. And that's one of the things that we reported on last week, was that Gallup and, these big pollsters and all that reported that Alabama was number 4 in the saddest and angriest state and most stressful state.
I don't know, Eddie.
Well, here's what I say. Here, okay, we are blessed in this community, and I think it's kind of, we can take pride because you talk to the mayor, you talk to the local officials, we were not hit with the recession that badly here, okay? We were kind of like in a walled-in area, and it didn't bombard us like it did other places. And I think that's, we're different here than anywhere else in the state of Alabama. Now, you go up to Montgomery, and they're not smiling. I can tell you that.
Yeah, right.
The people aren't happy. But here you walk around, and people are just, they're good people.
We have a lot, Covington County is blessed to have a lot of good people. When people are down on their luck,
They all
have
join together.
tragedies, people come together and they work and they support them. And I really think we're a prayerful county.
Oh, yeah. You see that every day here.
Mhm.
But, I was just saying that because we are different here, and we do have, a different look on things than the rest of the state. The rest of the South, there's no place like Covington County. No place.
I agree.
And I don't have red ruby slippers on.
But I don't want to, hey, we're not in Kansas. We're home.
That's right. And, wonderful. Miss Amy, it's always a pleasure to have you around.
Thank you, sir.
I'm so proud that you came on and
Thank you.
visited with us
Well,
and
I
our viewers.
appreciate you, and I appreciate Teresa for what you do, and I thank you for having me, and hopefully I can come back in another year, and we will have
Anytime.
something new to say, and
We're
maybe
going
I
to see
can.
you Christmas parade now.
Well, it won't be long.
It won't be. And
It
we'll
won't
even
be.
get John to feel better. People didn't know. They said, well, Miss Amy, she was great. What happened to John? He was sick.
He was sick.
People didn't
We
realize
invented it. We passed it back and forth.
Yeah.
In fact, I have it now. I'm ready for some warm weather.
am
I
too.
guess I should say I'm ready for Saturday. when
Yeah, it's
supposed
going
to
be
70.
spring, 72 degrees.
But you would
and
never
clear.
know it today. What's
No.
up with this, Eddie?
You know what my mom used to say? She used to say, it's all them rockets they shot into the space.
Could be.
She might be right.
She might be right. You never know.
Ms. Amy, thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
God bless you.
God
Give
bless
John
you.
a hug for
I
us.
will.
And folks, Miss Amy Jones here, she is our clerk here in the, she's actually works for the state, but she's our clerk here at the courthouse and doing a fantastic job over there. But like she says, it's the people that are underneath and around her that support her in getting the job done. Lots of new things happening over there, and we're proud to have you in there.
Thank you.
God bless you. Folks, remember, keep it real. Keep God in it. We love y'all. God bless you. We'll see you in a little while.